The Irish Moiled, or the Moilie as it's affectionately known, is one of our rarest and most distinctive cattle breeds. The breed is surrounded in Irish myths and legends, with a long ancestry in Ireland. They were often revered by those who kept them. There was a saying, never buy a moiled cow, never sell a moiled cow, and never be without a moiled cow, meaning they were a prized possession of those who kept them. The name comes from the Gaelic word moil, meaning hornless. Archaeological excavations and ancient Irish literature all point to a polled or hornless cattle being in Ireland since prehistoric times. Cattle which are hornless and that have the same distinctive red and white markings to the Irish moiled can be found today in Finland and Norway. Tradition has it that they were raided from Ireland to Scandinavia by the Vikings around 1000 AD, and these long lost relatives played a key role in helping to save the breed in its more recent history. It was not until the early 1800s that, with the refinement of selective breeding and the notion of pure breeds, that the finer points of the Irish mould were discussed. Sir William Wilde claimed in 1835 Ireland possessed four native breeds: the Longhorn, the Kerry, the Old Irish Cow, and the Irish Mould. In 1845 Professor C. Lowe from Edinburgh described them as the polled Irish breed scarcely known to the breeders in England. And it was during these early years efforts were made to mould the mixture of polled cattle in Ireland into a distinctive breed. War interrupted the work of the pioneer breeders, and it was not until 1926 that a successful society was started in Belfast. The first animal to be registered was Donegal Biddy, a foundation cow of 23 years old. The aim of the society was to develop the breed as a hardy, dual-purpose animal suitable for the needs of the Ulster hill farmer. The cattle should be economical to keep on poor land, give good supply of milk, and be capable of producing a good beef animal. It was also decided that red or roan animals with a white stripe down the back was the preferred colour pattern, because you could also have found black, grey and dun animals up to now. Strong classes were held at the Royal Ulster Agricultural Show in the mid-1920s to late 1930s, and also in the same time remarkable milk performance records were achieved by individual animals. Grey Abbey Kate was one of the foundation females of the breed, and was not milk recorded until she was 16 years old. She produced an average yield of 1940 gallons at 4.3% butterfat, and secured the Caldwell Cup for Best Dairy Cow in Ulster in 1928 and 1929. She had 16 calves in her 22-year life. With the introduction of more specialist dairy and beef breeds, such as the Shorthorn and the British Friesian, the Irish Moiled began to see a decline in numbers. In the 1950s, the main driving force behind the breed was Major G. Percival Maxwell's Ballydugan herd based in Downpatrick. And in 1950, a bull was imported from Finland, from the Finnish pole breed, which are believed to be descended from the cattle raided by the Vikings around 1000 AD. These cattle have very similar markings and qualities to the Irish Moiled. Haku, as the bull was called, was put to work at Ballydugan, where he left some very good calves, many of which today's Irish Moileds are descended from. Unfortunately, Haku's efforts were not enough to save the breed, and they continued to decline, until in the 1970s just 30 animals remained in two herds, James Nelson's of Maymore and David Swan of Dunsilly, a crisis point for the breed. Help, however, came forth, and in October 1982 the society was revived with the help of the few remaining breeders, Belfast Zoo, the National Trust and the Rare Breed Survival Trust. Since 1982, through careful breeding programmes and the dedication of Irish Moiled breeders, numbers have increased steadily. Today the breed can be seen across Great Britain and Ireland. In the year 2000, numbers were still classified as critical by the Rare Breed Survival Trust, meaning there were around 200 females across the British Isles. However, today the breed now sits at Category 4, at risk, with around 800 breeding females. The breed now also receives support from both the Republic of Ireland and Northern Ireland governments as part of special agri-environment schemes recognising its important geographical genetic merit to the island of Ireland. In 2013, numbers and interest for the breed saw their return to the Royal Ulster Agricultural Society's Balmoral Show after an absence of over 70 years, and the first ever competitive breed classes were held at Tullamore Show in the Republic of Ireland. The Irish Moiled has faced many challenges as a breed over its long history on this island, and its story is as unique and as interesting as their unmistakable markings. We only hope they continue to go from strength to strength.